Hello, everyone. My name is Chassidy Lusby, and I'm here to talk about mass incarceration and the Black experience. The film The 13th refers to this as the new form of slavery, and basically, the film breaks down the 13th Amendment that prohibits slavery unless as punishment for a crime. That one unless phrase in our Constitution leads to what we call the racial threat theory, basically labeling the African American community as criminals in order to justify this new form of slavery. The idea is to have control over the African American community. Anderson, in her essay White Rage, referred to this as a retaliation that exploits white resentment. In an article by Petit and Western called Mass Imprisonment and the Life Course, Race and Class Inequality in U.S. Incarceration, says that this is what led to what we call the prison boom. This prison boom, according to another article in 2010 by Wildman and Western, Incarceration in Fragile Families, says that the prison boom peaked in 1980 and basically intensified policing and upped the drug arrests. Drugs were an easy outlet to pose on the African American community as a justification for incarceration. Basically, Petit and Western called this the intertwinement of race and drugs. This led to a 5 times higher risk of being incarcerated for an African American in the 1990s. I connected this to Rankin's essay, The Condition of a Black Life is One in Mourning, where the African American lives in mourning and fear. Imagine if you're on the street and you have a 5 times higher risk of being arrested, police brutalized, and stripped away of your life to prison compared to a white criminal that's walking right beside you. I live in fear too. African Americans are living with a burden that they did nothing to create. Mass incarceration has become this building block to what Rankin calls the anti-Black racism that is our culture. Anderson in White Rage even reported a Stanford study that told white people about the incarceration facts, about how African Americans are at a disadvantage and unfairly treated as far as being incarcerated. And even after that, opinions held that they would support policies for the racial disadvantage. And that's astonishing. The African American population is suffering in incarceration. You have no idea. Wildman and Western said that mass imprisonment lays a groundwork for a vicious cycle in which the criminal justice system does not diminish and may even increase addiction, abuse, and crime. African Americans are suffering at this epidemic that is daily in our lives. Older, in his essay, This Far, Notes on Love and Revolution, had a quote that I'm going to read to you now. And I knew I suffered from this crime with no name. 2, that it robbed everyone in its grasp of humanity and self, made us tools and killers and liars and suicides. This is what America has created for the Black experience through mass incarceration. It is defining our present, and all I can ask is that we go forth in the future from this. We take these statistics and change them. Thank you.